So delegates at this 9th Provincial Conference say they expect leaders to prioritise developmental projects to benefit the residents of the province. The 3-day conference kicked off today with registration. 1,500 voting delegates are expected to attend. So for the very latest on this story, we go live to our political reporter, Samekele Maseko. Samkele, good evening. What's the view from there in terms of getting this conference started, given the organisational and registration issues with the other provincial conferences?
Essentially, what you are seeing is that delegates of the ANC from various regions, the Ora Tambo region is here now registering, Joe Kabi region is also here registering. They are in essence saying that the time has come for the ANC to come together, to unite. We do know that there have been negotiations taking place between those supporting Babalo Matigizela and those supporting Oscar Mabuyane in order to try and find a unity slate here. We have seen Oscar Mabuyane as a delegate in this specific conference, as we are just going to walk around and show you some of the ANC members that are here for the registration process. There are some who are saying that Oscar Mabuyane is not coming back. They want him gone. There are some who also want him essentially to come back as the provincial chairperson. Like these delegates here are saying that he is not coming back. And there are others whom are essentially saying that he is coming back. He did earlier on come here to come and register as a delegate, and he addressed his delegates that he support him. As you can see, there is a T-shirt here that is written Yabuya 22. He supports Babalo Matigizela. Is he coming back?
Yeah, he's coming back. Mabuyane is not coming. Mabuyane is not coming back.
Who's going to win?
Babalo will take over and lead this province.
Who's going? Don't fight. Who's going to win?
Mabuyane is going to be a provincial person. What? It's not a provincial person. Mabuyane is going to be a provincial person. It's not a provincial person. Mabuyane is going to be a provincial person.
Well, as you can see, they are all arguing as who is coming back. They are saying he is coming back. Others are saying he will not come back.
will never close this conference.
Gives a sense of what's at stake and just how, how big these fissures are between the different factions.
There's no way that Mabuyane will.
Essentially, they are arguing on who will close the provincial conference, who will not be the provincial chair. There are some who are saying he will come back, others he will not come back. So it's a huge contestation here within the Eastern Cape, which has a lot of political connotations to the national leadership of the ANC. Yes, it's fine. Let us talk now. So it's fine. So in essence, you've got those who are supporting Oscar Mabuyane and those supporting Babalo Matigizela. Babalo saying that there are those whom are using money to try and buy votes for this provincial conference. There are those shouting that he is not coming back, others saying that he will definitely come back.
This is certainly a tough assignment for you tonight, Samkele, with it being very hard to be able to be heard above the cacophony behind you. But I was just pointing out that given the atmosphere and given going into this, that there, words like showdown, words like battleground have been used in the run-up to this contest. Are we likely to see some of the scenes that we did see in 2017?
Gone. Not really gone.
Essentially, we may see scenes that we did see in 2017, particularly when they argue on the issue of credentials, as it's going to be a huge topical issue, particularly when knowing that there were some branches of the ANC within the Krisani region and the Hobusani region that were essentially disqualified from the auditing process of the ANC through the verification processes. Even today, at the start of registration, there were still some branch general meetings holding their BGMs in order to nominate delegates to this province. Provincial Conference. Earlier on in a press briefing, speaking to Babalo Matikizela, he did say that the issue of credentials is going to be a topical one, particularly after the meeting that took place with the ANC officials yesterday between the convener, the coordinator and the party's national officials discussing the issue of credentials. We do know that the national chairperson of the ANC, Gwede Samson Mantashe, will be opening this particular conference, which has pretty much national connotations to it, with Oscar Mabuyane saying that this is pretty much a precursor to the 55th National Conference of the African National Conference in December, with a lot of national interest, and saying that the Eastern Cape province has been used by some national leaders of the ANC to further pursue their own factional political agendas of wanting to further lead the party at a national level.
Yeah, I mean, you started this broadcast talking about the pursuit of a unity slate, and it would seem that that pursuit is akin to hunting unicorns, given again this theme of feuding, this theme of factionalism. I've been reading some of the analysis about this PEC, that it has the potential to really shape the direction and the future of the way the elective conference is likely to run at the end of the year. Would you concur with that sentiment?
Essentially, yes, the Eastern Cape has the might to essentially shape how the ANC elects its national leadership at the 55th National Conference. You look at how the meetings that have been taking place, Babalo Matikizela meeting the president of the ANC, Cyril Ramaphosa, Oscar Mabuyane's camp as well, going to meet the president of the ANC. So there's pretty much synergy when it comes to the presidency of the ANC. It's the other 5 positions within the top 6 that are going to be a bone of contention, particularly the deputy presidency, national chair, SG, DSG, and essentially the treasurer of the ANC as you go to the 55th National Conference. And as the ANC in other provinces, their political power wanes and dwindles in provinces such as Gauteng and provinces such as KwaZulu-Natal, the Eastern Cape may once again, like we saw during the former era of former President Mbeki, former President Mandela, them dominating the politics of the ANC. One of the regions that is registering here, the OR Tambo region, was at some point going towards the 2007 conference of the ANC in Polokwane, the 52nd National Conference. That region of the ANC, OR Tambo, was the biggest region of the ANC at the time, before it was split in half when Alfred Nzo was created. So it essentially tells you of the role that the Eastern Cape has played throughout the years within the African National Congress. But once again, they are presented with an opportunity to be a dominant force within the politics of the ANC, as KwaZulu-Natal fails and is struggling to unite itself after that 2015 Provincial Conference at Pietermaritzburg, where it fractured that particular province. So Eastern Cape is presented with that opportunity, but they are seemingly more divided now as they were divided in 2017 in that Festival of Chairs conference, where you've got Babalo Matikizela, who was elected as the treasurer, to Oscar Mabuyane as the provincial chair, them being at loggerheads now, at loggerheads with one another and being at each other's throats. You saw some of these members here saying that uyabuya, others saying that akabuyu not doli. So it essentially tells you of the deep-rooted divisions and how fractured this organization is in the province of the legends.
Wow, there's a lot you said then. We're going to certainly tease it out with our political analyst. Samkele Maseko, be safe where you are, be vigilant. These are precipitous times and there's a lot of emotion certainly in the air.